July 24th, 2024, guys. This is Marcel with the Canadian journalist, Ernie Racing News. Well, guess what? After that brutal onslaught, the U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheatle resigned this morning. Everyone in that committee asked her, well, except for one person maybe, he says, I'm not going to ask for your resignation, but blah, 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 blah. But everyone else is like, are you going to resign? Are you writing your resignation letter during my question now? Is that a good time? Would you like to use this period of my questions to write your resignation letter? So many good little bits. She got eaten alive and she deserves it. She should have resigned before that onslaught. What a stupid bitch, right? Anyways, the House Oversight Committee grilled Cheatle on Monday over the multiple failings that led to the shooting of former President Trump and the death of a civilian at his rally on July 13th. As I mentioned, it made for some entertaining videos of truly pissed off representatives pushing a comatose Cheatle, but it also highlighted so many failures and so much incompetence on her part. It's too much incompetence to be real life. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but apparently, those snipers weren't even Secret Service, the ones that had police on their badge. We were all wondering, well, why does it say police? Maybe the Secret Service just wears police. No, there was Trump's normal A-team detail wasn't even there. Guess what? His main detail was hanging out with Jill Biden because she happened to have an event on the same day, and the Secret Service was then super thinned out between two events, and they literally didn't even show up at the event to do on-site, checking out the site until a day before, or was it 1 or 2 days beforehand, site surveillance. And of course, there was a report 1 hour before Trump went on stage about the shooter, walking around with a range finder, and the police went to investigate him on top of the building, the same building that the Secret Service or police were in. The big Pac-Man area that wasn't covered. We could go on and on and on about the incompetence or the purposeful incompetence, right? That's what it really is pointing to. If you put all the common sense together, it seems like the terrorist Dems, the elite terrorist Democrats of the Biden camp wanted this to happen, didn't just let it happen, but orchestrated it to happen, right? This is, look what just happened now with Kamala Harris, the stupidest woman on TV, one of the two stupidest women on TV, besides Newland, well, the warmongering Newland, but of course she's a lot smarter than Harris, but she's the warmonger, and then Freeland, who is, of course, a lot smarter than Kamala Harris as well, but, also a warmongering, crazy psychopath. Double speaker, double talker. We could go on and on about the people we don't like who are ruining our lives and ruining our world and ruining our countries. So, she could, for example, back to Kimberly Cheatle, another terrible woman. She refers to the investigations, but she herself was not visited the site of the shooting. She could not answer whether the gunman acted alone. She has no solid timeline of events. She admitted that the assassination attempt was the most significant operation failure at the Secret Service in decades, yet she still refused to resign yesterday. Something changed overnight as she slept on it. Obviously, she looked so bad. She looked so bad getting grilled and saying, well, I'll have to get back to you on that. Oh, I can't answer that question. I'll have to get back to you on that. I'll have to get back to you on that. Yes or no answer. I'll have to get back to you on that. The only answer that the American public received was that she doesn't know up from down. Chairman James Comer and Ranking Member Jamie Raskin have called upon her to resign, and the Florida Congress Greg Stubble says that he will file articles of impeachment. There were answers from the Bethel Park School District about the alleged shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks. The district published a statement correcting online rumors. They say that he was never a member of the high school rifle team. He did not threaten violence against his high school and was not a victim of bullying as far as they knew. According to the district, the shooter excelled academically, regularly attended school, and had no disciplinary incidents, including those related to bullying or threats. Since graduating in 2022, the shooter earned an associate degree in engineering science from the Community College of Allegheny County and worked as a dietary aide at Bethel Park Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. And that's a whole nother piece of it, is this Matthew Crooks. Essentially, what I believe is he became an asset to, well, the CIA. He's a CIA, FBI asset. He was recruited. This is all you got to do to understand a little bit about politics, even on the Hollywood, you could just watch House of Cards and you'll see how the Democrats just did a coup. It's just like the Underwoods, right? Just, okay, we're not going to win the vote. Let's make a war right now against ICO. Oh, we're going to lose the election. Let's say there's a terrorist attack going on the date of the election, so people can't vote. Let's not let people vote. Let's control the states. And then the coup, this is exactly the inside, a coup against Biden. It's exactly the same system in place that is in House of Cards, like season 5 or 6 as it gets up there. It's hilarious to be watching that and kind of seeing the similarities about what's really going on. There is no democracy with the Democrats. The inside Democrats are 100% terrorists of this country, of Canada, USA. The USA, they are a terrorist to the USA. That's all they're doing is control, power mongering. And we're seeing it all go out. But anyways, this Matthew Crooks, he must have been recruited. Apparently he didn't even have a scope on his gun. He was using iron sights. Did you hear this? That's a tough shot. And apparently the police were climbing on the building when they saw him, and he actually had to turn and then run away from the police and then go and make a quick shot, or turn his body and then make some quick shots. So I would suspect there was a second shooter, an actual professional second shooter, and shooting right over his shoulder. Oh, wait, was it from a building 500 yards away? Or maybe the water tower, all these areas that weren't covered, just behind him. And he's just the fall guy, and he's dead. Easy fall guy, dead, done. Simple as that. I'm just putting the pieces together, guys. How about you? What are your thoughts? Put in the comments. Have you heard about, all the steps that led up to it? That there was reports from the police an hour beforehand. How ridiculous. And then several witnesses, civilian witnesses 20 minutes before, and then people minutes before, and none of the Secret Service detail around Trump actually got any word about this suspicious character for the entire time. They had that's what they're saying. They had no word whatsoever about what was transpiring or what could transpire. Just, my mind is boggled. They made an assassination attempt on Trump. They have the fall guy whose social media has been wiped. He's got no history, no nothing about talking or organizing. He went to the Home Depot and he's on video buying a ladder, and there's no more ladder. That's the last we've seen of the ladder. And he went and got some ammunition that day, and he had a drone out before that. He was flying a drone around, which we all know you can't get away with drones very easily in the city, certainly around a presidential or event such as this with Secret Service. Secret Service was thin, barely even there. They didn't even want to do their normal sniper detail until the last minute, and then they got the sheriffs or the police to do the sniper detail. On and on and on. And now that he didn't die, all of a sudden Biden disappears without a trace, essentially, and you have this typed email resignation with a digital bullshit signature that, the insider, the oligarchs of the Democrats, the terrorists, just shoot out for him, and then they're going to convince him to go along with it, of course. Again, get on House of Cards, guys, and watch it. This is Ernie Racing News, guys, in a boggled world. I'm heading off racing, so this will be a little bit of last of my news, but I'm going racing. I'm heading back to the track this weekend. July 26th, 27th, 28th. Wish me luck. My second race of the year, and we're going to go win. Another 5 in a row we're going for. Cheers.